Welcome everybody to the inaugural, I don't know the name of the channel yet, but the inaugural D&D campaign, The Curse of Strahd.
Welcome to the pilot.
All of y'all are in this small tavern out in the middle of nowhere. Y'all are all sitting at a back table. There's only like a couple of people in there, and y'all are playing a card game together. The name of the game is called Gambit of Ord. A D8, a D6, and a D4.
I'm Ulag, the Destroyer. I'm a half-orc who has been blessed by his war god with supreme powers of conquest. We conquested this pot by the power of Grumish. I will destroy everything and steal your money. I'll pound my silver on the table.
I'm Lazarus. I'm a Vidalcan, and I have to go to ye old ATM. The ATM spilleth over.
It is bountiful.
Look, my name's Larry Embers, and just because I'm sitting here drinking with y'all and playing cards, don't think that I won't fuck with you if you fuck with me, because I will freak out in a hot fucking second. No pun intended. I am a fire genasi. My parents were killed by water-bearing merchants, or people posing as merchants when I was a kid. I was raised by another heir genasi until he sold me into gladiator slavery for no money because I stole something from him when I was 12 years old. And then I became the baddest motherfucker you've ever met in your life. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey.
Oh, by the way, the flames that are coming off my head, that's just my hair. Thanks for asking. I'm fine.
I didn't want to be rude.
So,
Try pouring water on me and see what happens, motherfucker.
once everybody rolls, you'll raise, call or fold, and then we'll go down to Lazarus, and then we'll go down to Larry. Okay, we'll do it that way. So everybody go ahead and roll your D8.
I will raise one.
I'll call that.
I'll see your one and raise it 3 more.
Somebody likes his hand.
I will call.
I'll call.
Fucking ready to bully some people.
All right, everybody roll the D6.
I'm gonna bet 5.
I'm staring into your soul, Lazarus. I call your fuck. Put
Ulag's out.
my flaming coin down on the table in front of you.
I pull out a cigarette and reach over and light my cigarette on Daniel's head. Stare away, motherfucker.
And I will laugh heartily because even though I'm typically such a hard motherfucker when I'm in the pub, that's one of my favorite tricks to do for people. So you should have just asked. I would have done it for you. I like you so far.
Lazarus and Larry, go ahead and roll your D4s.
I'll throw another 5 out there.
Oh, I like you, and I hate to lose, but I don't mind losing to you. I fold.
As you collect your money, the barkeep comes over to the table, and in his hand he holds an envelope, and he comes up to you and he's like, I'm sorry to interrupt, but this letter was left this afternoon, and I was holding until I was sure you 3 were whom the carrier said the letter was for. I have also already been paid for your food and drink, and if you require lodging, it has been paid for as well.
Free drinks.
He sets the letter down on the table between Ulag and Lazarus.
I would like to lunge for the letter.
I'll let the fire genasi grab the letter. I'm too busy drinking.
He's a lot bigger than me, and he let me light my cigarette off his head, so I'm gonna go ahead and let him read it.
All right.
Okay, so I grab the letter and I throw the letter to Lazarus. You read this shit.
So as you open into it, the letter reads, "Hail thee of might and valor. I, the burgomaster of Barovia, send you honor with despair. My adopted daughter, the fair Irina, has been these past nights bitten by a vampire. For over 400 years, this creature has drained the lifeblood of my people. Now my dear Irina languishes and dies from an unholy wound caused by this vile beast. He has become too powerful to conquer, so I say to you, give us up for dead and encircle this land with the symbol of good. Let holy men call upon their power, that the devil may be contained within the walls of weeping Barovia. Leave our sorrows to our graves and save the world from this evil fate of ours. There is much wealth entrapped in this community. Return for your reward after we all parted for a better life. Roland Ivanovich, Burgomaster."
Say Burgermaster.
Roland the Burgermaster.
The door to the tavern just flings open. In steps this rather tall man, and he walks straight towards y'all, walking with a purpose.
I'll stand up and greet him, but not say a word.
Yeah, I'm going to pour myself a drink and keep an eye on him with a really fucking shit-eating smirk on my face.
Yeah, for right now, I'm just kind of soaking everything in and watching this guy.
Okay, so he walks right up to the table. He looks at you, Ulag, not scared at all. He just speaks in this gruff, raspy voice. He's like, I am Argel. I am to be your driver to the land of Barovia. Finish your drinks and your food. We must leave at once. Your carriage awaits outside.
I finish my drinks when I fucking feel like it.
And then he turns around and walks out. And the door, you notice as he walks out, the door just kind of slams shut by itself.
I don't think we should go with this guy.
I think we should. So let's on my way out, can I go to the bar and just grab a big barrel?
A big barrel of ale?
Like a whole barrel. And take it right out the door with me.
And I'll walk behind you to see if anyone says some shit.
I'm gonna cast message and tell the bartender, sorry. I'm so sorry for my friends.
So y'all walk out and sit in this black carriage with black horses, and Argel sits atop the carriage holding the reins. And as you walk up, the door to the carriage just opens. He looks down and sees you carrying that big ale, and he's like, strap it to the back, half-orc.
And I ignore him, and I push it into the middle of the carriage with me.
So all y'all load up. He kind of leans down and he goes, don't get too comfortable in there. It's not that far to Barovia. As soon as he says that, the door shuts and the carriage takes off with y'all in it. And you start to hear it going over like a bridge, the wooden slats on a bridge. So you hear the wheels going over that, and it's really loud. And I mean, literally as fast as it started, all of a sudden there's no more sound coming, and the ride seems a lot easier. I am gonna have y'all give me one more perception check.
17.
Let's go ahead and all roll, and we'll take
18.
When you look out, you see this mist, and then you also look and you see it's just dark. It's almost like you're in the sky.
I'll pound on the carriage and yell at the driver, where the hell are we?
Oh, we're just, he kind of leans and he kind of laughs at you. He's like, we're just right outside of Barovia. So, and as he finishes saying, all of a sudden you hear the wheels catch onto gravel, and there's kind of a little bump, and the carriage slowly comes to a stop. And all of a sudden the doors just completely open on both sides for y'all to exit. And Argel jumps down off of the carriage and he tells you, this is where we must part. Follow the road beyond the stone gates. They will lead you to the land of Barovia. And you notice not too far to your west of where you're standing, you notice these two mountains and this huge gate that goes from each mountain. I mean, the mountain range is huge. So the land of Barovia sits in a valley between two mountains. And this is the eastern gate to get into it. And you notice that gate and the stone wall is 100 feet tall.
I'm going to cast message and whisper to Argel, thanks for the ride.
He just kind of is like, and he jumps back on and turns the carriage around and disappears. As you watch,
Still have my barrel, right?
Yeah, you took your barrel. And as you watch, but then you also notice on both sides of the roads are these giant trees. The sky is completely gray, and you notice this mist that is on the ground, but also it's covering the forest around you. And you see him ride through the mist as it kind of cuts you off from where you just came from.
Let's find our adventure. And I walk towards the gates.
Yeah, I'm going, but not because they're going. I'm going because I want to. I'm not following anybody.
I'm going because they're going and I don't want to get killed.
So as you get closer to the gates, you see the gates start to swing open by themselves. And as soon as you cross the threshold of those gates, the gates behind you quickly close.
Do we see anybody or any sign of civilization at this point?
Not at this moment, no.
Yeah, keep walking. I keep walking.
Okay.
Confidently.
Just assume when I'm walking anywhere, I'm fucking full on Vince McMahon walking.
Okay.
Times.
So y'all continue down the road, and y'all been walking for probably about an hour, and off to the north, you see a dead body. And also you're hearing a lot more howling around you as well.
I would like to cast Mage Hand and check the body's pockets.
What up, everyone? Thanks for watching. This was episode 1, part 1 of Off the Rails D&D 10-minute sessions. If you want to see the full campaign session, episode 1 will be available. Just click wherever this box ends up, and you can watch the full hour and 15 minutes. In the next couple of days, I'll be uploading part 2 of this 10-minute session to continue this on, just to make it a little bit easier for everybody to watch. If you want to watch in 10-minute increments, it also cuts out a lot of the fluff, a lot of the stuff that doesn't really need to be there. So y'all have a great rest of the day. Stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon.